There is an interconnectedness of all things. All living things, all dead things, all things. That interconnectedness among living things we've now identified in many terms, from DNA to behavioral interrelationships between living things. A spring field and stream like this are filled with such interrelationships. Even the urbanity which has descended upon these creatures living here provides something for them. And that makes us interconnected with all of it as well. It is good to slow down enough nowadays, where you are, wherever you are, to observe as many of the living things as you can, from the weest to the grandest, and think about your interconnectivity with them. The paper wasp, which we filmed last year, we provided a home. It has evolved into a creature which takes cardboard and makes its home from it. Boy, these fellows are really... It's spraying right now, folks. That's butterflies mating. At leisure in a field. Oh, he got switched up on. See that? He doesn't care. Oh, yeah, he does care. He prefers the beauty over there. Incredible. Incredible. Of course I'm personifying, but that's been fun to do for a few decades now, hasn't it? Or centuries, shall we say? I think what's interesting about study of nature where you are is that there are multiple contemporary and ancient lines of thought that are related to this. We can talk about the Greeks or the Chinese or India. And at the same time, I remember moving to San Francisco, and the first most important thinker I met in terms of society and culture in my age group was DJ Consuelo. And Consuelo conveying the idea of hip-hop to me in 1994. I remember sitting with DJ Consuelo someplace, coffee shop maybe, something like that, and him talking about how misunderstood hip-hop is, and how he thought a simple way to begin looking at it as an ethos for people was, and which is what allowed them to connect from every place wherever they were, was that you don't begin with someplace else like the Bronx or Compton. You begin with where you are. And the way he said it, I'm remembering this conversation now this is the first time I've told this story, so I'm now remembering it and telling it. But if I remember it, it was kind of to me, it was cool. I was working at Genentech in South San Francisco at the time. He was DJing in multiple places, but I had caught him at Dalva, and he had spun the record A Song from My Father by Horace Silver, and the song which blew my mind, which I'd never heard before, was Calcutta Cutie, with the really complex horn line, which made me run from wherever I was in the bar up to the DJ to find out, what is that? Right? Like, so that to me is how I recall meeting Consuelo. And he then dropped on me sometime later. We were friends for some, whatever, we were acquaintances. He dropped on me this idea that, where are you? I'm in a chair. Yeah, where are you? The chair is in this room. So what can you do in the chair? Can you work on the chair? Can you fix the room up? Okay, what happens if you go outside the room? Oh, there's a door. Okay, go out the door. Can you fix the hallway? Can you fix the thing going out the door? Can you look at the world? Can you see, what is my neighborhood? It's not the Bronx, it's not Compton. It's where I'm at. Can you do something for it? Is how he explained it to me. So in 1994, I would have been, what is that? 27? I think it was earlier than that. It might have been 93. Anyway, so here's a guy, my contemporary, but a cultural producer in the area, the place I've just moved to from here, from Texas, who's hipping me to the notion that it's not about me being from anywhere or to anywhere. Neither India, nor Texas, nor California, nor Austin, nor any place, New Orleans, or any place I'd been already in between. But think about where you're sitting right now. Take your assets and move outward from that position. And it was cool. He associated it with a hip-hop notion at the time. And I connected it with about 6,000 things I could think of. I mean, I'm exaggerating, of course, but many, many things I could think of in the past that we as human beings have done. Like we were joking earlier about personifying the butterflies, right? So you begin where you are. And you accept the fundamental interconnectedness of all things. Otherwise, what's the point of conversing anymore about this?